Okay, what up, ladies and gents? They have increased the Helldivers server capacity. Let me show you right now because I was actually able to get in without even a queue. Okay, so we're going to start up Helldivers right now, and then I will go through all of the material and the information. And I've also got something to say about something that somebody spotted yesterday, so that's why my last video is gone, but I'll talk about that at the end. First, the important news that you guys are here for and not the other nonsense. All right? Okay, Helldivers 2 is starting. Where's the game capture window? There it is. Okay, so we're just gonna skip this. I know it's treason to skip the intro video, but look. Without even a queue, I was able to sign in right there. So server capacity has been increased, and in fact, the amount that they've increased it to is 450, which was actually some of the predictions that you guys gave. So they are actually working on this, and they are actually boosting server capacity. Now, in order to show you guys the other information, okay, y'all gonna have to give me a second. Here we go. I'm going to pull up the window. So, giving you guys a reference from the past, previously what had happened on Twitter was that they had bumped up server capacity from 250 to 360. Unfortunately, what occurred was that there were far more than 360,000 people trying to play the game. They then 11 hours ago stated that they have increased server capacity to try and accommodate all the people who want to die for freedom, but they are still experiencing issues, and this was known. This was known. If you take a look at the Steam charts, all right, for Helldivers, what had happened was that, in fact, just I don't know what time zone this is in, but as of right now, there are. In fact, let's look at the last 48 hours. Okay, as of right now, there are 232,000 people playing, right? And just a few hours ago, there were still 270,000 people playing this game. Okay? If we just take a sample calculation, and don't worry, I've learned my lesson about the search bar, go into that in a while, but if you just take a quick sample calculation, and let me just quickly remove my cam there, even if we had 300,000 players, all right, and only half as many were on PlayStation, literally we would still have 450,000 players, which would hit the capacity. The fact that people were having difficulty logging in means that the factor is more than 1.5. So that means that there are either more than half. Okay, so the amount of PlayStation players would be at least equal to PC players, or definitely more than half the amount of PC players for sure. And basically, if we go by the estimates given yesterday, all right, the numbers would have looked more like this. There were probably close to 600,000 people trying to log into the game a little bit earlier today. So this is what you would have seen, and this is why you guys had server matchmaking issues up till this point. Now that most people have gone to sleep, or you know, they've ended their day, the game is running fairly smoothly and there are no issues. Okay, so what does this mean going forward? Going forward, it probably means that they're going to try and up server capacity a little bit more, but if you do end up in a queue, just wait. And also, if you can, try to play during off-peak times, but there are even more people who have just bought the game and who are still trying to get in. So just understand that there's going to be a lot of competition for spots, and it can be tough. There have been several issues, including the fact that matchmaking doesn't even work. I was able to play with my friend Phil earlier, but if you actually check my morning stream, what had happened was that we were stuck in queue for ages and ages and ages, and finally, the game actually allowed me to get in, you know, play with my friends. And once I started playing with my friends, it was okay. But up until that point, it was just completely over capacity and having a really bad time. So I hope that that information helps you guys out. And if you guys are interested in playing Helldivers 2 right now, hop in. It's great. But just be aware that matchmaking and server issues may persist in the short term. All right. I myself am going to hop in and play a couple of rounds, but before we do that, I also want to address a small little something. I'm just going to spend 30 seconds on it. But the reason the previous video was actually taken down, okay, was for one simple reason. The previous video contained some negative stuff in there, all right, that was not intentional. Like, I didn't even think about it. I typed in a number into the search bar, and because I was the target of a hate campaign some time back, something unsavory from that campaign had shown up when I typed in a specific number in the search bar. Okay, I did not even know that would happen. My boomer brain didn't even think of it. I have cleared my internet security caches, cookies, and things like that, but apparently it still shows up. I don't know why, and I apologize for that. So to anyone who was offended by that, I do apologize. It will not be happening again. Going forward, I'll make sure that I only have my windows pre-prepared. If I need to type in anything into the search bar, I will make sure it's saved first, so you guys do not have to suffer through that again. All right? I know a lot of people did report my video, and I do understand that. So I hold nothing against you. It is a lesson learned for me, because at least I'm learning this lesson as a small time YouTuber rather than a big time one. So thank you guys very much for supporting me through that. And thank you guys, you know, even the ones who, you know, said some negative stuff about it. Look, I did not realize it, but I thank you regardless. Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys on the next video. We've got more Helldiver stuff coming for you very soon. Have a good day now.